So I'm going to walk you through the monk path level 1. I'll do it very much as you would do in a class. And during the whole of this movement, we'll do the breathing, and we'll do the relaxed movement, and using the eye to look out to the horizon, as I've discussed in previous videos. If you haven't already watched these videos, I recommend you learn a little bit about what to do during your pattern of movement before starting this one. Now you can learn from this one if you want to. Obviously bear in mind, if something doesn't feel right for you, it gives you a little bit of pain somewhere, you must modify it, alter it, or stop it entirely, okay? Don't feel pressure to go on. We have a saying when we practice our yoga, which is pain, no gain. So play on the old saying, no pain, no gain. So if it hurts, stop. If it doesn't feel right, stop, change it, make it fit you. Okay, that said, now I'm going to start you in the monk path level 1. The mat itself is a great guide. For this one, we want to stand almost at the front of the mat with enough space for our hands to touch now or off is fine. I'll do it as we do, as I said in the class. We'll hold this position for around 20 seconds each. So we start with the feet together, hands by the side. The body's neutral, stomach sucked in, the spine straight, head elongated. Just look forwards for a second, out to the horizon. Natural breathing, in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to bend from the hip, not from the waist, and we're going to bow. The beginning and end of every pattern, this symbolizes the respect for the people that passed it on to us. It also symbolizes our willingness to break our ego. The bend in the body represents the break in the ego. Then the next move we do is called open and begin. You roll the palms in, squash the shoulders together like this. This is what we call a yang position. And as we open out into the yin, the shoulders are dropped down. We inhale deep into the chest. We arch our body as much as we can. The shoulders are brought back, body's arched, pelvis is tilted. Looking forwards, keeping the pressure on, push back with the hands. So you feel the shoulder blades touch. Raise up all the way, dropping the shoulders down into a high prayer position. Still in our initial posture, the mountain pose, or as we call it, Lohan looks to the mountain. Pull down the palms, keep an even pressure on. We're going to go low now, as low as we can, stretching the forearm all the way down. So our middle prayer position. Sink in a very yang way, and exhale, push up, straight up, stretch the body long, keeping the shoulders down, not raising the shoulders, shoulders down. Rotate around the middle finger all the way to a position we call holding the moon. Imagine you're holding a ball shape above your head. Stretch up, suck in the stomach, elongate the spine, and tilt back and hold this for 10. This position is called Lohan, searches the heavens. Arch the spine as much as you can, sink yourself down, stretching long, feeling the hamstring go, pushing forwards, and let the whole body drop down. This position, as we lower it down, is like the setting sun or the setting moon. In this case, we talk about Lohan holding the sun at the beginning of the pattern, and then the sun setting, and night starts, symbolically representing this move. Later on, I'll give you more information about what each position means and the symbolism behind it. Hands on the floor if you can, would be ideal. If not, just let your whole body hang. If you've got a tension in the spine, keep it arched. So you feel the hamstrings go. And if this is your limit, I prefer you do this, and round your back and drop yourself down like this. Next move, we're going to raise the right leg. So from this position here, lift your right foot, or if you can't do that, squat down, hands on the floor, and lift your right foot. Now if that's your limit, that's absolutely fine. But just walking through this pattern anyways as you're going. Ideally straight up and go high, and then stretch out long and back. You may need to walk it back, that's fine. Place your knee. And what we're looking for is the knee here being behind the line of the toes. What we don't want is this long lunge in this stage. We'd like it back and relaxed. You can use your hands to control yourself. At this point, look up to the horizon. This movement is called Lohan, looks from the cave. Stepping back, we call that Lohan enters the cave. From here, we'll do a twist. Now you have to imagine that the monk is, Lohan, as we know in the Bodhidharma, has entered the cave for his meditation and his, if you refer back to the history of Lohan, you understand what I'm talking about, his retreat into himself is the retreat into the cave, where he worked on the system of meditation. From here, place the hands onto your knee, twist the body in, suck in the stomach, look up towards the ceiling, and lower yourself down. I bring my hand across. If you can, lower yourself down to elbow, if not, stay on your hand, look up to the ceiling. Neck long, shoulders dropped, everything relaxed. There's no strictness to the posture in here. You can push your knee out if you like, whatever feels comfortable for you. This movement we call Lohan searches the cave, as if he's looking around. Turn back out with this. Push off the floor. Place the hand on the knee. And just get comfortable for a moment in this position. It's a long stretch along the line here, along the rear leg, and you'll feel it. There's different ways to make this a better stretch for you. In class, we show you individual components to improve each position, but this is just flowing through now as we speak. So from here now, I'm going to ease off, place my foot down, and shift my weight back. Now I'm going to try and keep on my knee, but if you need to, put your hands on the floor, sit back, stretch long, into what we refer to as a half split. So this bit's like the first part of the split. Obviously the rib part's not happening, my leg will be behind me. So this is a half split. And just let your eyes look up to the horizon. And forwards again. And hold for a moment. About 30 seconds. And bring the hand in. This one goes tight to the body, and this one hooks underneath. The symbolism of this refers to the first abbot of the Shaolin Temple, who sacrificed his arm in the willingness of the display of devotion to his teacher. All these symbolisms we'll look into in greater detail in later videos. Place the hand on the knee, on the jaw. Drive forwards with elbow, suck in the stomach, elongating the spine, push up, keeping the hips and the knee driving forwards all the time, and arch back. If it makes it easier, I recommend you put behind your head and support your neck this way. So your neck's not going all the way back. Look up past the ceiling, through to the horizon, or if you can visualize the moon and the sky directly above. Push your elbow towards them, elongating the side. Come back, keeping tension through the arm, and place it back. Ease off to a half split. You can drop your head down. We'll hold this for 30 seconds. Come back up. There's a lunge. From here, place the hands down, elbow down, and twist up. So I'm going for this at a reasonable pace, like a walking pace, but you'll be holding this yourself for about 30 seconds each posture. 20 to 30 seconds. Turn back, push off the floor, and go back to this position. Lohan looks from the cave, or looks from the mountain. You're going to raise the right knee, kick off the floor, come back up, place the foot back in, ease off, go back into the stretch, place the hands. Let the head drop, let the whole body hang now. For about 30 seconds. Change sides and repeat what we just did on the other side. So you raise the leg up, step it back, Lohan enters the cave, Lohan looks from the cave. Holding each one of these for 30 seconds, place the hand on the knee, across, suck in the stomach, twist in, elbow down, look up towards the ceiling. Nice, relaxed breathing. Turn back, push off the floor, and come to this position here. Get yourself comfortable. The stretch itself is from here all the way down, the inside line here. We're going to ease off to a half split, sink back, be comfortable. If you find it difficult, use your hands on the floor, it's fine. Drop your head if you can. Come back out of this position. Put into the position of the first habit. Place a hand either on the jaw or on the back of the next kid. Push forwards, stretch up, elbows towards the ceiling, towards the heavens, and arch. This position we call separating heaven and earth. Hold it for 30 seconds. Make sure it's comfortable. Push forwards out of this and place the hand again. Hold this and then back, half split. And then forwards again. Turn. So Lohan searches the cave. Look up towards the ceiling with the twist. Make sure it feels natural. There's no exact way to do any of these, whatever suits you the most. Turn back to Lohan looks from the mountain, looks from the cave. Hop up now, flex the right or the left leg, and if you can, pull your foot in and hold. Holding position, strengthen the wrist is very important for later patterns which involve headstands, handstands. Push back up, lean back, stretch up high, spread your fingers, elongate the back, suck in the stomach. Put the foot down, arch back again. There's different ways to come through. I don't really mind how you do it. Depends on your arm strength, your level of flexibility. But just lower yourself down however you feel comfortable. Push your hips into the floor. Put the balls of your feet onto the floor. We're going to arch back. I want you to avoid pushing too much of your arms. I want you to avoid tensing your neck. So just let your hands rest by your side for a moment. And try and lift yourself up with the muscles of the spine. Then place your hands and assist. And as you do this one, what I'd like to make sure you can do is to have a connection here. I don't want to see this off the floor. It's a different stretch. What I want is the pelvis pushed into the floor, the arch coming from the muscles in the back, pushing your chest forwards, looking up but don't tense the neck, dropping the shoulders down. Hold this for 30 seconds if you can. As you come up, any way is fine, but obviously the more shoulder strength you have, the easier the movement is to push up and back. Get comfortable, hold this for 30 seconds. Now we step down with the right leg, so we're going to return with the left. So kick up the left leg long, pull in, hold, place the foot. All these you can hold for a long period of time. Shift forwards, kick up with the right leg, high, pull in, place the foot, ease off, and sink long. Hold this for as long as you feel comfortable. 30 seconds is fine. Place the hands on the feet, straighten the back, raise them up the body, all the way up here, back to back, elbows high. You can gently interlock the fingers, push the wrist underneath the chin, push up, around the jaw, behind the head, dropping the fingers down, keep a connection on, elbows together, separate the palms across the face, down the head, elbows onto the rib cage, separate through the sternum, open the yin, arch the spine, return the posture to normal, through the spine, bend, using the hip, with a final bow at the end, return neutral. In this position, before you finish, you might want to take a moment just to breathe and relax. The eyes looking towards and past the wall all the way through to the horizon. Long, slow, deep breaths before you finish. That's monk path level 1. Of course, take your time when you learn this one. Do each posture ideally for 30 seconds, it will benefit you most. If anything doesn't feel right, don't do it. And I did it very casually though, I just walked through it. I wasn't pushing any stretch too hard. I wasn't trying to impress or do my best. Just do something that makes me feel nice and comfortable. And I recommend you do the same when it comes to your practice too.